Hi guys, I'm Tatiana and welcome back. Where today things are going to get a little bit tougher because we are going to be doing a mini power flow. So what that means is a lot of arm balances. I know arm balances are very difficult, so my idea for us is to workshop the first couple and then put them into our flow so we get to try them more than one time. And I will provide some modifications for if it feels like a lot as well. But remember, since you're doing this on a course of 4 weeks, the first week, really don't judge yourself. Just don't try to lead with your ego. Try to practice and have some fun with it, because as the weeks come, it'll start making more sense and it'll start getting easier and you'll start learning how your body works, and that's where the magic happens. I know for me, a lot of these took a really long time too, and now they feel like second nature. So don't get frustrated and just keep at it, and we are going to jump right in. So what we are going to do is start in a seated position. Take a big breath in. Exhale, bring those hands to your heart and get ready to get that heart rate up. Hands are coming onto the floor. We're rolling over our knees. To get ourselves started, since we are doing arm balances, I want us to get into our wrists just a bit. So you're going to flip your hands over so the bottom of your hand is facing you. So we're going to shift those hips back, glutes towards our heels, and we are going to bring it forward. So really just trying to think about massaging out the wrist, especially since in your arm balance, they're going to be flipped the other way and have pressure the whole time. And I also want us to make circles in both directions while we're here. All right, now go ahead and flip those hands the other way. So now our fingertips are facing us. And we are going to walk our elbows out right then left. So you're really getting that stretch through the forearm. Ooh, this feels really good. All right, now since we're here, why don't we get into our plantar fascia, into our feet a little bit as well. So bring your hands back to a neutral position. Extend your right leg behind you. Point your toe down. Shift your weight back so you feel that stretch in your calf and in your ankle. And now extend so we feel it through the front of the foot. And this is where you probably are going to be feeling those snap, crackle, pops. And let's go ahead and get into the same thing on the other side. Right knee comes down, left foot extends, toe is down, ankles flex. Push that heel back, shift it forwards. All right, guys, beautiful work. Bring both knees under your hips so we're back into our neutral tabletop. Inhale, drop your heart towards your mat. Shift your gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, press through your palms, round, round, round in that upper back. 2 more just like that. Inhale, start to bend your elbows, get deeper into your posture. Shift that gaze up. Exhale, press. 1 more. All right, now curl those toes under, lift your hips up and back, and let's get ready to have some fun. In your down dog, take a couple pedals, trying to get a deep stretch in your hamstring, trying to get your heel a little closer to the earth each time we pedal. Let's leave your right hand planted firmly and take your left hand, reach it back towards your left ankle, and start to shift your gaze so we're looking towards our right bicep. So we're really just bringing out our spine here, and we're also getting comfortable being on one hand. We are not doing any one-handed balances today, but being able to stay stable on one hand is going to directly help you to stay stable on 2 if we do start balancing. So put that left hand down, right hand reaches towards the left heel, and we're rotating through our spine, looking towards our left bicep. Set your right hand down once again. Rise up high on your toes and tiptoe your feet all the way so they come right behind your wrist. Bring a generous bend into your knees. Bring your chest so that it rests on your quads, and reach for opposite elbows as we rock it side to side. Beautiful work. Bring your hands back to the earth. Heel toe your feet together so they touch. Inhale, we'll root down, rise up with a reverse swan dive. Feel free to get dramatic. It's so much more fun that way. Up. And exhale, reverse swan dive forwards with a very long spine. Hands to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Push your shoulders down your back and lengthen through your spine, almost like our spine is a tabletop. We're super straight. Inhale, hands to the floor. Step back towards the top of your plank. Squeeze as tight as you can. Squeeze your core. everything is contracted. This is a really good posture to just find some balance and find some stability. Try to translate that off your mat as well. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, heel your elbows in towards your ribs and slide down onto your belly. Untuck those toes. We'll push through the palm, lift our chest up, let your thighs lift as well, and come into an upward facing dog. Exhale, over the toes, down dog. And let's go through that one more time, breath to movement. Inhale, high on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, hop, step, or float till your feet meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, stretch the hamstrings. Inhale, reverse swan dive, Tadasana. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, hands firm on the floor, step or hop back into your plank, move through Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, over the toes, down dog. Line your left foot up with your nose, extend your right foot up to the ceiling, three-legged dog. And now let's bend this knee and open up our hip here. So take a couple ankle rolls, take some hip circles. And now extend your right leg long once again. Bring your right knee in towards your nose and step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, reach up, biceps by the ears. This is our crescent lunge. So we remember this one, we've done it for every single week now. So we squeeze those inner thighs together, work them, and drop a little deeper into the pose. Remember, all of these poses, you're gonna get out of it what you give. So you don't wanna float through them, just like life. We wanna challenge ourselves. Exhale, bring your hands down so they frame your right foot. And we'll step that right foot back into our high plank that we just went over. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, over the toes. Line your right foot up with your nose. Extend that left foot up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee, open the hip. Take a couple ankle rolls. And now move into those hip circles. Extend your left leg long once again. And exhale, coil in, squeeze your abs, use your core, step your left foot between your hands. Inhale, high crescent, focusing on those same things. So shift forward so your right heel is over your toe. Squeeze those inner thighs together and root into your left foot that's firmly planted in earth. Big breath in. And exhale, frame your left foot, step it back, high plank. Lower down. Up dog. And down dog. Whew. All right, time for everybody's favorite pose. Rise high on the toes, bend your knees, hop your feet towards your hands. Heel toe them together. Start to bend your knees and we'll come into our Utkatasana chair pose. So swipe the floor with those fingertips and try to sit down nice and low. Biceps are by the ears, inner thighs are squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. So if this one feels like too much on your shoulders, feel free to bring your hands to your heart. Remember, once again, it's your practice. So if something feels uncomfortable, don't force it. Yes. But we are starting to feel that fire start to form in our quads, and that's exactly what we want. Big breath in, and exhale, sweep your arms down, straighten the legs, forward fold, take a breather. Time to have some fun. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step or hop back through your plank. We'll lower down. Up dog. Down dog. And inhale that right toe up to the ceiling, three-legged dog. Exhale, tiger pose. Step your feet between your hands. High crescent. Breath in. Exhale, hands frame our foot. And we're stepping back into our side plank. So left hand is firmly pressed into the floor. Right foot's gonna step back and we will open up. So this is one of the arm balances we'll be doing. I'm sure a lot of us are familiar with the side plank, especially since we're in the program. But important things to think about here, our wrist is under our shoulders. We're squeezing our left oblique, pressing our right hip up to the ceiling. If this feels too difficult right now, feel free to stagger your feet, get a little more support. And if that feels really difficult, feel free to come to your knee. So we've got a couple options here. Exhale, come back into that plank position. Shift your hips back into the down dog. And we'll be repeating that same thing on our other side. So, left toes up to the ceiling. Exhale, step it through. Squeeze those inner thighs together, high crescent. Breath in. And breathe it out. Hands are framing our left foot. Right hand plants in the floor. Bring that left foot back. Stack on top of the right and extend. Once again, we have the options. We're keeping that pressure through our right palm. We're really contracting in our right oblique. We want some more support. Here we are in our stagger. If we're feeling okay, right? I mean, if we need even more, right? Hands down. Whew. Exhale, high plank. Shift it back. Rise high on your toes. Bend your knees. Hop or step to your hands. Feet to touch. Swooping the floor, coming to your chair pose. All right, guys, first arm balance. Here we go. We're bringing back our crow pose that we did the last couple weeks. So we exhale, plant our palms onto the floor. Bring your feet out so they're hip width distance. Bending in the elbows, we bring our knees onto our triceps. First, we'll try one foot and see if we can find our balance. If we feel okay, we're onto the other one. So we're gonna be here for 3 breaths, guys. That means if you are at home and you're finding this challenging, take a couple tries, really trying to shift your shoulders over your wrists and trust yourself. Exhale, step or shoot back, low plank. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Woo. Beautiful work, guys. Okay. Right foot's coming up to the ceiling again. We're adding on to what we just did. So we're coming into our high crescent. Breath in. Exhale, hands frame the foot. Step the right foot back into your side plank. And now if we're feeling okay in this one, challenge yourselves to go a little further. We're lifting that right leg. Breathe. One more. And lower it down. Shift the hips back, pedal it out. All right, here we go, side 2. Left toes to the ceiling. Step through. High crescent inhale. Exhale, frames our foot. Right hand's firm. Open it up, side plank. Take it further than where you were. So if you were on your knees, now you're on your stagger. You were in a stagger, now you're in a plank. You were in a plank, we're trying to lift the leg. Inhale, bring it down. Hips are back. Here we go. High on the toes. Bend your knees. Hop or step towards the wrist. Feet to touch. Inhale, stay into your chair pose. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take a big breath here. I want all of you guys to flip your hands how we did in the warm-up. Give yourself a wrist stretch as we're moving into a new arm balance. So we are trying our side crow. So first we're just gonna cue through it. What I want you guys to do is rise up high on your toes and bring your seat towards your heels. Your elbows are gonna come to the outside of your left knee, but we still have a lot of space between our chests. We're wide through the elbows. We're bringing our hands onto the floor, nice and firm, just like our plank, and we'll dig our elbows, one into the outside of your quad and calf, one into your hip and rib. So we're digging our elbows in, and we'll float those feet. Side crow. Plant your feet onto the floor and just bring yourself into a forward fold. Try to relax and let your heart rate come down. Inhale, sweep it down, chair pose. Exhale, hands to the heart. Flip it, give yourselves a counter stretch to all of the wrist flexion we've been doing. And bring your seat towards your heels. Hands are coming to heart center. Once again, we'll do the same thing on the other side. So our hands are coming towards our right elbows, coming to the outside of our left knee. We're pulling our ribs in. And we're gonna lift those toes. Go ahead and bring your feet back down. Hands will come to the floor. And we're back in that forward fold. Great job, guys. No, that one's not easy. All right, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hopper step those feet back. Hug the elbows in and flow through your vinyasa. Here we go, last round of our arm balances. Inhale that right toe up towards the ceiling. Exhale, high crescent. Wiggle your arms down to frame your foot. Planting the left hand firmly. We'll step that right foot back, lifting all the way up. Once again, challenging ourselves to move a little bit further. So if we already tried to lift our foot, this time we'll try to grab a toe and come into our full expression here. On your next inhale, we'll come out of that pose into our plank and shift our hips back down dog. Inhale your left toe up. Exhale, step it through. Rise, high crescent. Exhale, windmill the arms down, right hand's firm on the floor. Step it back, find your side plank. And take the toughest variation that you can challenge yourself to get to today. High plank. Shift your hips back down, dog. Rise high on the toes. Hopper step to your hands. We know where we're going. Sitting low in our chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart, moving into our side crow. Heels rise. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Bring those elbows in nice and tight. Find some traction. Come into your side crow. And if you'd like to take the Ekapada variation, we straighten the right leg, extend the left. All right, go ahead and set your feet down. Coming back to the center, we'll meet in our forward fold once again. And wiggle your feet so they come to touch. Same thing, we're sweeping our hips down, coming into that chair pose, breath in. And when we exhale, we bring our hands to our heart. I'm gonna wiggle myself over because last time I know I almost got the wall. So, high on our toes, glutes and heels, right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Hug your elbows in, and we'll float the feet. So here, Ekapada, we're just straightening and splitting. All right, bring those legs back together, shift it up, and bring your right hand behind you. We're gonna take it onto the floor. All right, guys, that was pretty amazing. We got in 4 different arm balances. That's awesome. So what we're gonna do now is just let our heart rate come down together. We'll bring our feet flat to the floor, hands reaching forward, slowly roll down, one vertebrae at a time. Bring your heels together and let your knees fall open wide. Into our reclined cobbler's pose. Right hand comes to the belly, left hand comes to the heart. Close your eyes and try to melt into your mat. Deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. 2 more. This time we'll reach our arms over our head and find lengthening the spine. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Deepest breath you've taken all day. Be really conscious of that air that you're bringing in. Inhale and exhale. All right, guys, great job. Remember, since those ones are challenging, if you ever have any questions and you want to send me a message, feel free and I can give you some pointers on getting them a little bit more stable.